All right, here we go. This is it. We're on down to the final 8 here at the Bradley. We're going to have E.J. Tackett taking on Sam Cooley. This is best of 3. And let me get those graphics up there properly for you. Get that out of there. So I guess we'll call this the quarterfinals. Makes sense. We got Sam Cooley, E.J. Tackett. We also have Justin Knowles, our tournament leader. And he's taking on Joe Bailey. Joe Bailey doubled the 10th the last game to go around Brian Wallachek and get in the number. Got Tommy Jones and Graham Faugh, and also we got Wes Malott. I can't see that far who Wes is taking on. I believe that's updated. Excuse me, I've seen the postings out there. So they're there somewhere. He's got to find them. A lot quieter in here now. Getting down to business. Win to an advance. Simple as that. And no shortage of power on this pair. Cooley starts with a double. EJ starts with a split and then strikes right there. 40th anniversary of this Bradley Open tournament here. Craig Alley Ballstream TV. Everybody got a quick lunch break. Re-oiled, fresh condition out here of this high volume 40-plus foot pattern. And you see EJ going pretty direct. Get that ball rolling and tumbling and right through those pins just like that. We've got Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Australia represented right here on these two pairs. Graham Faugh lives in Ohio via Canada. Tommy Jones, South Carolina. Zach Wilkins, another Canadian. Zach's down there taking on Wes Malott, of course, Wes from Pflugerville, Texas. So quite a variety of players here in this final 8 here at the Bradley. Justin Knowles has won this event before. Tommy Jones has won this event before. Wes Malott, 2 300s in this tournament, which is pretty rare to even have one, but Wes has had 2 and Tom Smallwood had 1 today. A little bit higher scoring than what we're used to seeing. Everybody has followed the Bradley for the years, you know that. A little bit higher scoring this year than years past. I think a lot of it's just the way that the surface plays in this house, and there's some free hook out there, and the players jumped on it, and they found it and exploited it. Justin Knowles, two-handed lefty from the northern Michigan area originally. Ooh, is that going to hook? Wow. So you know the drill. Y'all been watching all weekend long. This is the finals. Share away. Can't see Wes' score down there. Tommy Jones has a front 3 against Graham. Graham has an open and a split. Cooley with an early lead here. Just win 2 games in advance. No Cody Hellbach today that I'm aware of. It's a star-studded matchup right here. These two players, of course, Sam Cooley's been bowling fantastic. Already made a show this year in the doubles. Won the Cubicle World Cup last fall. EJ, well, you know EJ's pedigree. He wins a bunch. Two high-rev, high-speed players matching up here in the opening round of the Bradley. Justin Knowles cleaned up that bucket, giving Joe Bailey an early advantage in game one, best of 3 here in the quarterfinals. Thanks to Classic Bowling Products, Motive, New Center Consulting, and Big Four Sox for your sponsorship this weekend. And Sam, that's about the most emotion you're going to see. Just a half an eye roll and get back to business. A lot of 2-10 combinations, 2-10, 2-4-10s, 2-8s, 2-8-10s. A lot of 2-pin stuff happening here this week in this 40-plus mils, 40-plus feet pattern. Sam going with a very aggressive bowling ball, a lot of surface on it. About 160 grit, I believe, is what he was telling me he's got out there on that continuum. And it's just a touch inside. That leaves a 9-pin. Joe Bailey. 210 conversion? Can you do it? Well, that's got a chance. See Graham Foddy, your far left with a 710. We had a 710 conversion yesterday. Michael Howleman. Graham has been throwing a ton of strikes the last 24 hours. He's going to start having to throw some right now against Tommy Jones. It is way quieter in this building now than we've seen all weekend now. Of course, everybody else has pretty well hit the road. People getting a chance to get home, watch Super Bowl, catch a flight, get out of town. But we're down to the final 8 right here. And we're just less than a couple hours away from crowning a champion here at the Bradley. E.J. Tackett, the defending champion. Justin Knowles won the year before that. So we've got the last 2 champions right here on the stream to start this round here. To that wiggle wiggle hook. That's not the reaction you're looking for. Looks like Malot's with an early lead through 6-7 frames down there. Game 1, nice. What was that? 4-8-10? All right, we got the boss man back, Jason Ushwal, tournament director of the Bradley. Here we are into the quarterfinals match play, and our last 2 champions on camera here, Justin Knowles and E.J. Tackett. How about that 10-pin for Sam Cooley? Get out of there.
And 3 former champions in the top 8.
Yeah, Tommy Jones. Tommy always seems to be in the mix here. What is it? Any idea?
Oh no, he's a super versatile player. You know, anything that we've put out. This pattern obviously different this year, and all the ones normally a little soupier or longer in the past. He's just always found a way to get here.
I remember the one year that he won. He ended up. I think it was against. Hang on a minute. John Zerbinski. Is that right?
Yes, it was.
When Tommy just realized, look, I need to just shoot 190, and he was just throwing BBs off the corner.
He was
firing.
firing.
He tripped to Brooklyn, got a break, and shot 198, and that was enough. Because Zerbinski just he just couldn't get the ball to tip.
Yeah, I think in that final, John probably threw it better.
Oh no, yeah, no doubt.
But Tommy just adapted and gunned it down there.
Yeah, figured out what he had to do, and I don't know if we've seen Zerbinski since then. Thanks, Tommy.
I haven't actually.
No, yeah, I think he's semi-retired, but Tommy ruined him.
Heartbreak to gunning it down there. Pretty even field as well. 2 lefties. Was it 2 in the final?
Graham Fa, Justin Knowles, yeah, just the 2. Got 1 2-hander and then a whole lot of rev rate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I bet you Wes Malotte's probably the lowest rev rate left in the pack.
Yeah,
That doesn't happen very often.
Be right there.
That doesn't happen very often. How about Joe Bailey doubling in the 10th that last game to go around Brian Wallachek and getting the number? And he threw the ball shots fantastic. Little different situation now. Been re-oiled. Just to pick up a nice split. Best 2 out of 3. And sometimes in these matches there's a point where if you got that game lost, you start searching for the next game. Now this one's far from over. EJ again, that's back-to-back. That just kind of went wiggly on him there on that left lane, and luckily to just leave a 10-pin. So Sam pacing 218, EJ pacing 204. Give Cooley a little lead right now. He can get up in the 10th and shut him out. And Joe Bailey takes care of that. So we've got Player of the Years, Rookie of the Years in EJ. Sam Cooley, the reigning world champion. Joe Bailey, multiple Eagles. Justin Knowles won this event 2 years ago. Tommy Jones won this before. He's a Hall of Famer. Zach Wilkins, Graham Fa. Graham's got a major title. Zach was just on TV. Picked up some gold medals in world competition this year. So other than that, the field's pretty weak right now. That's what, I mean, Joe, I guess you out of this group would have to be maybe the least experienced, but he's got a ton of it.
Oh yeah. And then I think we forgot Wes all the way down there.
Yeah. Just Wes.
Yeah. Oh, slow falling 7-pin. All these guys have been throwing it great all day, and like you said, for Joe to make the move he did and jump around Wallachek on the last game. I mean, again, it's just.
Oh yeah, and Brian shot 245.
Oh yeah,
so it's not like he had to shoot 180. Brian finished first, shot 245. Joe was right next to him and looked up and said, "Got to throw 2," and he did it.
Yeah. These guys are used to that type of pressure.
Wes is just going through the motions. Very businesslike. He figured this pattern out earlier today and is inflicting his will.
Yeah, first person in 40 years to have 2 300s. What kind of 300 crazy
24
today?
hours apart.
Yep. The Smallwood snuck one in as well.
Guarantee Smallwood would rather still be bowling than having that 300, but
oh, I agree with you 100%.
It is what it is. Sam Cooley, chance to get up now and shut out EJ and go up 1-0 in this opening match. Oh. Well, EJ still max 214, so
yep.
Sam can make this, and he's still got it.
Right.
Yeah, spares 218. And no gimme on this pattern.
No.
Seen a lot of 4-pins missed. Not that I'm saying it's going to happen, but we've seen a lot on you. last couple shots for EJ on lane 29. You see the ball wiggling. I'm going to say this would be about 23 miles an hour and dead straight. $25. Still straight.
Yeah.
And that's a winner, right?
Unless there's something absolutely crazy that happens, I would say yes.
Needs 7.
Yeah.
Come back to that in a second. What's going on here? Justin Knowles taking a lead against Joe Bailey. Joe back-to-back 10-pin conversions. Justin now with the ham bone, the 4-bagger. There you go. Right down the middle. Get a new rack of pins in lane 29, please, for the next game.
Yeah, only almost 26 miles an hour.
I think the mechanic that was napping down lane 4, he just woke up and fell out of his chair on that shot.
Either woke up or got knocked out by the pin that came through.
So let's chant EJ trying a different ball. All right, match is over. He's got to be on this pair again. Next game, try something else. Joe Bailey looking to put some pressure on Justin Knowles.
Yeah, that ball rolled up pretty good. It looks like a villain scoring.
Joe definitely likes the right lane, I think, better than the left. He's only got 2 strikes, but he's just getting way better motion on that right lane. The left lane is just, he's just catching hang. Let's see what kind of adjustment he makes here. Still has 224 out there. Justin Knowles pacing 220s. Tommy Jones goes up 1-0. Graham Fa punches in 10th for 167. Wow. Graham was on fire earlier on the fresh.
Yeah, he was. Tommy split in the 10th there, too.
Yeah. Fairly confident Wes Mulata's up 1-0 over Zach Wilkins. Oh, good shot, Joe Bailey. That's the same lane that Dwight Adams did that, left a 9-pin. If Dwight would have struck his second ball in 10th, he'd have been in the show, and he did that exact same thing right there on that lane.
It's crazy. Pretty good spread of different brands represented as well. 3 Motive guys out there.
Yeah, 3 Moto, 3 BI, Storm to Global.
Yep.
We had a question yesterday in the chat, you know, is there a ball that, you know, because sometimes you see in events, hey, there's this magic ball that works on a pattern. And I don't know what you know is, but I think yesterday the answer was no. It's just find the ball that feels good and make good shots.
Yeah, I've seen a variety of people using different stuff yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, but like, you know, the Storm guys didn't all throw unidle or phase 2 or,
No.
or the Motive guys didn't all throw the, you know, it was just a variety. It's just find something you can get to the pocket with, especially with all the traffic we had on lanes, you know, through qualifying and stuff. You really had to just make quality shots, and then once you found it, you could open the lane up a little bit. But there was no magic pill out there.
No, not at all. I mean, and like you said, there were no specific bowling balls that anyone stuck to or leaned towards. You know, you had a lot of the Motive guys bowling with a new gold jackal, but some of them stuck with it, where others quickly switched to, you know, a forge or a scoring or something else. So they just found what worked yesterday. Same as this morning with the top 40. It was I think it was more of a comfort thing with speed control and the ball that they could get to the point that they were looking for.
Yeah, and everything worked this morning. Scores were
Ridiculously high.
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But you know, you get this type of field that figures it out. You know, they created area in warm-ups and jumped all over it.
Yeah. Oh,
EJ back-to-back. He obliterated the 7-10 his last shot and gets the 6-pin out late on this shot. And that's when you're Sam Cooley or an opponent, you just can't look at that kind of stuff. Just look at the scoreboard. It's a strike. You don't want to see how they fit. Noel still pacing 225, 214 the max for Joe Bailey. Should just stay clean for Justin. He'll go up 1-0. You see that 3-pin moved over a little bit.
Good shot from Sam.
So who was it? Well, Tommy was the 2 seed? Is that right? How's the bracket play out? So the winner of the Knowles was a 1 seed. All right, so that's 1 versus 8.
Was Knowles 1? Knowles was 1. I think EJ was 2.
Okay.
I think EJ was 2. So.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Knowles was 1, Bailey 8, Tommy 4, Graham 5.
All right, what kind of bracket is that? Who gave you that?
That's just the half, and then
so they're missing something.
yeah, we split the bracket in half, so one's on one side and one's on the other. EJ and Sam Cooley are 2 and 7.
So the winner of Knowles Bailey will take on Jones Fa, and the winner of EJ and Sam will take on Wes or
Yep.
Zach. There we go. Another 9-pin for Joe Bailey. Sam Cooley with a ball change.
Tapped
Take
out of
that,
4-9.
EJ. Take that. They both had a couple nice little breaks early on. EJ trying to get a reaction out of Sam, and it's just not happening. No chance.
Yeah, and you are correct down there. It was Malott 249 over Wilkins 206, and Tommy 200 over Faw 167.
Justin Knowles is going to go up 1-0.
So right now we've got Malott up 1-0, Jones up 1-0, about to be Knowles up 1-0, and
Cooley
up 1-0.
And we'll have both the semifinal matches right here on camera. 25-6, 9:30, and then championship match right here on 27 and 28. Justin and Joe finishing up, so we'll just keep it here for this match. Cooley with an early lead.
Both of them have had some good breaks already.
And this is EJ's tougher lane, and he has to finish on this in the 10th frame. So
Good shot.
they're still falling. That shot was so powerful from EJ. Check that ball.
Scared the next rack.
So you know, years ago in golf, if your ball was in front of mine on the green, I had to putt around it. How about Sam's got to throw out that rack? Hey, that's what's left.
Hit them where they lie.
Shoot, had a good luck getting a strike.
Talk about that for playing defense.
Here's a question for you, Jason. What's the payout?
Payout for
the
which
tournament.
positions?
Top 8.
Top 8 is, I have to get the list in front of me. It was supposed to be 12,000 for first, 6 for second, 3,000 each for the semis, and 2,000 apiece for the quarterfinals.
Oh.
Guys got together. They did a little bit of redistribution, which I'm cool with that. I mean, it's their money, and they're, you know, I'm happy to accommodate. But that was the original payout structure. So we took a little bit off the top this year, put more towards the bottom. Load of cash was guaranteed 600. Champions 12,000. All 40 bowlers that made this morning are paid. Paid a 1 in 5 ratio, and even with the 1 in 5 for what we had entered, it was actually 2 more spots paid than
Paid a couple extra.
Yeah.
You didn't quite hit the Total. The weather got you again. The
Yeah,
polar vortex.
Yeah, I mean, we made a little bit of an improvement, though. I mean, we went up again on entries this year.
Good.
Which is a plus. The doubles went back a little bit, but I think that was affected by the weather, like you mentioned. The new event for the noon single shootout went really well. 55 people in the first inaugural event at noon on a Friday. You know, so if you take overall numbers for the weekend, you're 160, 215, and then we're looking at in excess of 410, 415 bowlers over a 3-day weekend.
So to me, the impressive thing, I mean, it's solid tournament up and down, great payouts and all the events, good numbers, but the fan support you had here this weekend. Friday night was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You couldn't move in this place. Last night was very, very busy. Not quite like Friday, but still.
Right.
You had a ton of people in here watching.
Yeah, it was
a
great.
ton, and that's really, really cool. A lot of people come in to watch their local friends bowl, and that was, to me, that's one of the best parts about this is all the support you had from the local community in this building.
No, and I agree 100%. I mean, the event's unique in itself, but the atmosphere that's created by the fans and the families and the supporters in general, just it makes it even better. So, I know I appreciate that. I'm sure all the guys appreciate that, and the ladies out bowling. It's just gone really well.
Just getting underway in the other match here on camera. Another 9-pin. That's 3 9-pins in the last 4 frames for Joe Bailey. Obviously, you got to make an adjustment. E.J. Tackett, his second non-strike this game. So Cooley with a nice little advantage. He's up 1-0, and he's up in his game. He could go 2-0 against E.J. That would be a nice little win. Bit of an upset.
Yeah.
A bunch of red circles down there in Tommy Jones match. Tommy has got 50. See, 42 with a spare up going into the 5th.
Graham looks like double 9 spare.
Graham had a split, so
Split
Graham's up
strike.
a little. And a couple splits down in that West Malott match. But West started front 4, so West has a lead. West has a chance to get up and win that one 2-0. So we're in the quarterfinals right here at the Bradley. Final 8, E.J. Tackett, Sam Cooley, Justin Knowles, Joe Bailey, Tommy Jones, Graham Fa, Zach Wilkins, Wes Malott. And that was nice of Sam and E.J. to put their names in the scores too.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. You get everybody to do that. Front 7 for Sam now. He's throwing a different ball in each lane. I didn't catch that earlier.
Yeah.
Or did he just make another ball change? I think he's throwing a different ball in each lane. As a continuum on the right lane, he's throwing the new Ian on the left lane. Justin Knowles 9 spare, Joe Bailey 9 spare. They're just in the first frame of game 2.
Graham's got a little bit of an edge there over Tommy. Looks like about 12 pins. Oh. Tapped out of 6. 4, sorry.
4.
Tapped out of 4. That tells you how tired I am right now. missed that last one over there for EJ.
Yeah,
that was,
yeah. Well, we'll take a quick peek. That's not good.
No.
Hey, Joe figured out how to get the 9 out. And this isn't the first time we've seen a 3-4 this week, oddly enough. Graham Foss spared in the 7th. It gives him 123 in the 6th, spare up. And Tommy Jones can strike now in the 7th and get the lead back in that match. And he leaves a 9-pin.
Good last shot from EJ, but Sam stepping up for 8 in a row.
EJ 232 max. Sam's pretty well there. Our defending champion going to get eliminated by the defending Cubic AMF World Cup winner right here, Sam Cooley from Australia. Sam's been pretty consistent all tournament long.
Yeah, he has.
He's telling me this is as straight as he's thrown a ball that he can remember in his bowling career this week.
For
I told him to realize there's way less oil this year too, so you couldn't imagine that. Here's another question for you. Is Cooley going to be the first international winner?
Could he be the first international winner? No, because Dan McClellan.
Dan McClellan, yep. Even though it says Saginaw, Dan's Canadian.
Correct. Yeah, I think that would go to Dan.
Yep. Dan owns a bowling center now back in Ontario, raising a family. Sam Cooley not going to get the break this time. Doesn't matter. Cooley advances.
Yeah, that's going to be enough. And answering that question also, we could have 2 people in this field that could be the second international winners. Because I believe
we have 2 Canadians down there. Yep. Graham and Zach, and of course Sam. So 3 international players out of the
out of the field.
So the biggest question I want to know is, when is Tommy Jones going to turn in that $1.5 billion lotto ticket? Somebody from Simpsonville, South Carolina won it, and I don't think it's been turned in yet.
Holy crap.
That's where Tommy's from. Is he holding out on us?
He might be.
And an open frame from Justin Knowles. Slow down. That ball never had a chance to pick up that bucket. Graham Foley's a 5-pin in the 9th. Got a little quick with that one. I'll give him 163 in the 8th. And Tommy Jones will have a chance to get up in the 10th and shut him out. No, it's pretty well even though right now. No standing sheet, Robert Jackson. Well, you can see the full standings at the Bradley Open Facebook page. But we're down to the final 8 right now. The one we know for sure is that Sam Cooley advances by eliminating our defending champion, E.J. Tackett. And we've got Joe Bailey, who is down 1-0 to Justin Knowles, the winner 2 years ago.
Hop off here with you quick, and I'll be right back. I'm going to hand EJ a check.
Sounds good. Tommy Jones, the winner in 2014, still alive. And Westmont's getting up in the 10th. Don't know what the situation is there. They both have a split against Zach Wilkins. West up 1-0. I'm guessing West probably needs a spare or a strike here in the 10th frame because there was no handshake there. The match isn't over. They're just far enough away we can't quite tell. And West just left a 2-8. Find out in a second. I'm guessing that one's going to 3. Graham found Tommy Jones. Graham's max is 213. Tommy can go 221. Getting up the first shot here. Strikes first ball in the 10th. One more strike. Tommy shuts him out. Man, is it quiet in here. Another bucket for Justin Knowles. There's Tommy Jones over on lane 21. That's a winner. Just needs 3 pins on the fill. This will be a safety shot now for Tommy, right down the middle. Make it official. West really taking his time. Not sure if he really needs a strike here. What's going on down there? Goalie advances. Tommy advances. I think we got a tie. That's what the conversation looks like down there with Wes and Zach. Yeah, it's 208 ties. They're going to go down there and figure out what the roll-off format is. West up 1-0. Zach Wilkins struck. Joe Bailey a little high. Asking what to lay off. All right, it's a good break. No split. Makeable spare. So Tommy Jones eliminates Graham Fa. Sam Coley eliminates E.J. Tackett. So 9th to 10th frame roll off. Zach struck. West doubled. Sam Cooley waiting the winner of that match. They will be on 25-6. Tommy Jones, the winner of this match, will be on 29-30. Then our championship match right here on 27-8 right in front of us. Oh, Joe got that one out and it stayed there. Remember, there's been hang in that lane. He had it last game, got it again right there. Wes Malott struck his 3rd shot. So he's going to force Zach Wilkins to at least a double. And Wes's ball's out now. 4 strikes in the roll-off. Got to have all 3 to tie. Wilkins strikes. It's just getting way quiet in here. Way too quiet in the bowling center. Wilkins up and 2-8. So Wes Malott advances. And this is the last match going on right here. So we got 3 advancers. We're going to have Sam Cooley taking on Wes Malott here on 25-6. And we're going to have Joe Bailey or Justin Knowles taking on Tommy Jones on 29-30. Joe Bailey can shoot 224. Not anymore. .218 left on the scoreboard for Justin Knowles. Based in 187. Joe might as well take a run at this. I think 1 pin right here at this point is irrelevant. You can still go 2-0. Might as well take a run at this spare. Be a momentum changer for sure in the match. At least Joe gets to finish on this lane. I always thought the left lane was a tougher one for him. He took a run at it and made it. How about that? Huh? Does that count as a call? Pretty darn close. That puts him in the 190s. 214 max. 218 max for Justin Knowles. So far from over. What a split conversion, though. Joe Bailey picking up that 410. That ball never picked up. Never, ever, ever picked up. Three consecutive splits. All right, 190 is the max for Joe Bailey. Justin Knowles, you see the score. Strike here, but Porter will lock it up. He's up 1-0. Winner gets Tommy Jones. Nine spares in the 190s, and all Joe can do is 190. Standings of cash round should be up on the Facebook page for the Bradley Open. They're all, I've seen them out there. They're posted all over social media, so it's out there somewhere. So just check it out on Facebook. Justin Knowles now won this event 2 years ago. Tommy Jones won this event 2014. A mark here would lock it up. And that's a mark. That's any kind of mark. That's about the best mark you can get. So yeah, Sam Cooley taking out Wes Malott. All right, let's set the stage. Semifinal match. Matches. Sam Cooley, Wes Malott. Justin Knowles, Tommy Jones. 2 out of 3 Winners Bowl winners. 2 former champions going at it here. Back on a fresh oil condition. They each get a couple shots in each lane. And we're in business. That's it. Practice is over. Semifinals here. Sam Cooley, Wes Malott, Justin Knowles, Tommy Jones, Craig Elliott here, Bowlstream TV, along with our tournament director, Jason Ushwal, for the semifinal matches here at the 40th anniversary of this Bradley tournament. Ready to make that pick yet, Jason? You wouldn't pick him earlier. You going to make a pick yet?
No, I'm going to play diplomat still.
Chicken.
Yeah, I could say because I was born and raised in England and I'm an international person myself, I can pull for the other international in the field.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sam had a really, really good look on 29-30 in his last match against E.J. Tackett, the defending champion. And that was on fresh. And he's been pretty consistent all day long, but I think the other guy who's been up there, you know, Wes had a pretty good block all day today as well, so they're both throwing the ball really good. Tough to tell. Justin Knowles, you know, he got through a little grinder with Joe Bailey.
Yes, he did.
Wow. Screaming Messenger takes out the 10, and the 7-pin just wiggles and stares at him. But Justin's won this before. Who did he beat? You remember?
No, off the top of my head right now, I don't remember. I know that he beat Chris Hester in the semifinals. I really can't remember off the top of my head who he beat in the final.
Somebody out there watching remembers, so just tell us in the chat, who did Justin Knowles beat? I know EJ beat Kurt Pelon last year.
He did.
Tommy going with a little bit of loft. Still pretty direct.
I might have a pick from back then. I'll be able to check.
And Wes with an early 210. Anthony Bunch says it was Graham.
I think it was Graham. I think that's a good call.
I got a couple guys saying Graham, so
Yep.
we'll go with that. Nobody can prove us wrong right now, so that's what we'll go with.
Nope, because it was 3 lefties in the final 4. Oh, heck of a shot there. 210 conversion.
You know, I was telling you about Graham earlier. His first 2 PBA wins, tournaments were wins. And I think the more interesting story for Graham is how he even ended up bowling in the PBA. You know, remember that story?
No, I do not.
Right, when he won the Proprietors Cup that year.
I remember that.
But it was just him and a couple buddies that each put in $75 to bowl a win a spot to get in the tournament. And then he won the tournament and used that money to fund his PBA start.
That's awesome.
So
Was with a messenger.
Well, what Wes did to Zach Wilkins there in that roll-off, just said, here's 4 strikes. Thanks for playing, Zach.
Yeah, that was crazy. Every one of them whack.
Don't mess with Big Wes. All right. Knowles takes care of the spare. Tommy Jones with an early lead. Sam going with the 2-ball strategy again. 1 ball in the right lane, a stronger ball, and then a little bit weaker piece on that left lane.
Didn't even finish on that one.
But it's not the 210 that Wes left. Of course, Wes picked it up, so it didn't matter. Powerful strike ball from Justin Knowles. So we got Northern Michigan, South Carolina, Texas, and Australia. A few different dots on the globe covered here.
Yeah.
And Tommy through the face. Big split. It's makeable. 3, 4, 6, 7. Just like that, Knowles takes the lead in game 1. Best of 3 here in the semifinal. Championship match will be just the same. Back-to-back shots at Tommy's ball went high. Kind of checked off his hand. He's going to have to move in and try to shape a little bit. And that brings those 210 combos into play. He's got to make a ball change. And that 9-pin, you can take the 3-9 off this or the 6-9-10 off this. Too many ways to miss it than make it. Toughest spare there is out there, and he takes care of it no problem.
Good shot from Wes. Slow tapped out the 7.
That's like my favorite reaction when a player gets a strike. It's like your goal up there is to knock down all 10 pins, and you get one. Yeah, 7 falls late, but still, that was your goal. What are you mad about? Be happy. Sam Cooley, another ball change.
Good shot. No matter how they fall, they all look the same on the screen.
That's right. If it's an X on the board, you can't give it back. It's in the rules.
No mulligans. Good shot again.
And Sam and Justin are both really coming in here right now. They both look comfortable. Tommy Jones doesn't look comfortable. To more loft. West went 210 and then I think a 7-pin his last shot here. It's going to go a little high. Oh, high flush. Just got softer with that one. Changed his mind.
Great shot. Double up for Tommy.
Strike to maintain that lead for Sam Cooley here over Wes Malotz.
Slow falling 10. Had two of those in this game. 110, 1-7.
.250 to 279 if they both strike out in this match. So give Justin a little lead here.
Great look right now.
I wonder what they call it in Australia.
What's that?
That, well, it's a bucket crumbler here. What the terminology they have over there is.
We'll have to ask after this match.
Guess we'll just call it a strike.
Great shot for Tommy. It's been a machine today.
15-pin advantage for Wes Malotz. Getting up in the 8th frame. Tommy Jones 250 max, but Knowles can shoot 279.
Keeps the pressure on.
That's just such a fine line, though. He's just got
yeah.
no room. We saw Jacob Uzel doing that all weekend, and boy, when he was on, he was throwing it good, but there was just no miss at all.
Right.
Of course, Tommy, he doesn't plan on missing, but it's a gutsy line. It's a tough line, but it's working for him right now. Wes is going to start over. Justin's going to let him go, I guess. Somebody go. That ball looked like it started hook a little early and then laid off.
Yeah.
West makes the 10 pin.
Makes the match interesting.
Sam strikes. He's got the lead back.
Possible 255 to 249.
Just getting good. We've got some great matches here. Great shot making. Great players here. Former champions. We've got world champions. We've got major winners. We've got Hall of Famers. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. Share away. Give us a thumbs up. Share the links if you could on your social media pages. Sam Cooley. Oh, there he is. Nice shot.
Great shot.
Big
there.
time shot. Help us promote this event and the sponsors: Big Four, New Center Consulting, Motive, and Classic. Before we forget, Jason, as we get into the championship match after this round here, thanks to all your staff. A lot of long hours for all the guys and ladies involved in brackets and sign-ups and cutting checks and all the stuff involved for this weekend. They did a great job. Make sure you give them a good pat on the back.
Yeah, I always try to. This is a team event. I probably wear myself out more mentally than I do physically, and those guys take care of all of the problems on the floor. So always appreciate what they're doing. Great shot from Sam again.
He made a little move, kind of slow rolled that one a little bit more. Not quite as aggressive.
Yeah, speed looked down a little bit.
But he cannot be shut out. And Tommy, that one went right early, and that's the old Brett Favre stick in the face match shot. Here, I dare you to stand up. You tell he got off balance on that when he gave that all he had.
Looks like West stuck a little bit there.
Tommy can double the good count and force Justin Knowles to mark in the 10th. That's what it comes down to in this match. That's left. Can you make another one? Nope. Wes and Tommy both giving us their own commentary on those last two shots. Best of three here, semifinal match. Cooley and Knowles going to go up 1-0 over future Hall of Famers. Who'd have thought that? What'd Vegas have that one at? Matches aren't over. But I'm telling you what, the two underdogs winning game one of both the matches. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Make it official here. They get the fill balls in. Finish the 10 frames. Best of three here, semifinals. Got to win two to advance. So first one's important, but it's not the end of it.
No, it just gives you the knowledge that you've only got to win one more game. A little bit of a safety net, but
You get a little momentum.
Yeah, definitely. Probably ease some nerves a little bit. That's enough there. Good shot again from Sam.
Oh, he's really in control of those last couple of shots, so not overthrowing it, not trying to do what the lane won't give him. It's amazing you can have that much power and still let the ball do the work.
Oh, yeah.
I have not learned that.
I think a lot of us struggle with that.
And Sam doing the smart thing, just try something different there. You have 2 shots to maybe see if there's a different look with a different ball. Of course, Tommy's thinking, what were those 7 pins earlier? You know what? That's back to back. 257, 229. Justin Knowles the winner. 244, 214. Sam Cooley the winner. They're both up 1-0. Greg Johnson, I do know, or Jefferson, I do not know what ball that is that Justin's throwing.
I think it's the new statement, I believe.
That's why I don't know. I haven't seen that one yet. Well, seen it, but obviously not up close and personal. There's a better shot from Tommy. See how much more in control that was? Like Sam's doing? He wasn't trying to just chuck it down there.
Yeah, he's changed balls, though. I think they're both on the same ball now. Great shot from Wes over there. Yeah, it looks like Justin and Tommy are now using the same ball.
So anyway, I think Justin's created some room down lane.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got room at the break point. There's a couple shots that looked like they were going to go high or go light, and they both go dead flush. It's a nice problem to have right there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not complaining with it.
Scott Justin is an EBI staffer. He has been for almost a year. We got 2 EBI guys going head-to-head in Tommy Jones and Justin Knowles. We got a global guy in Sam Cooley and a Storm Roto guy with Wes Malott in our finals. Wes throwing the phase 2, Sam throwing the Eon Infinite, and Tommy and Justin, I believe, are both throwing the what do you call it? The statement. Correct?
Statement, I think.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that one.
Good shot.
Yeah, I like Tommy throwing like that way better. Yeah, I mean, we've seen him go to that, the heater before, but you can see he fell off a couple shots, and yeah, it's just not what he needs to be right now. Much more in control. Let the ball do the work. Wes firmed up on that lane after a couple of 2-10 splits. Squared up and firmed up.
Everyone's striking right now.
Tommy doesn't leave a 9-pin. He shoots 300 this game. I'm saying it right now.
Seen a couple this weekend.
And that ball wiggled down lane for Wes. I think that's just a characteristic of that lane. We saw a couple for Joe Bailey do the same thing. Topography, the T word. I see where that ball started to hook earlier than the last one. I mean, like 5 or 6 feet, it seemed like. They both end up dead flush.
They're both stringing them right now. Sam could potentially take the lead here.
Well, everybody might be getting ready to watch that Super Bowl later, but if you're not watching these matches here, we've had great matches, great bowling all week long here at the Bradley. You're missing out.
Like that one.
No, didn't throw good. So he got the feet a little ahead of him there and had to pull it through and left the target. Not only doesn't he strike, he loses 2 pins in count because Wes went 9 spare and Sam's got 7 staying in there. Oh, that one peeled.
Yeah, it did. I didn't think they had a chance for a minute.
It's big spare. Do not want to give momentum to Wes early.
Good cover.
Feel bad for that 3-pin. Just sitting out in front waiting to get slaughtered. That's going to be high.
Carried it out.
No shortage of power in either one of these matches. And Tommy Jones down a game in this match and now gives a little cushion to Justin Knowles through 4 frames. Wes Malott, a couple of pin lead here, but also down 1-0. That's his 3rd one on that lane. A couple of 210s and a 2-4-10. Of course, he made the 210. So Wes has the hang on the right lane. Sam's got the hang on the left. And Tommy not looking comfortable those last 2 shots.
Cover.
And there's nobody left in here to applaud for that one.
Yeah,
This place was electric all weekend.
It was. Probably would have liked a couple more people. We might have to figure out something for encouraging some extra people to stay next season.
Free beer?
I don't do free.
No. See, Wes moved in a full arrow on that shot. 25-cent beer? Trying.
Not my product to give away.
All right. We'll work on that. Anybody wants to sponsor next year? Budweiser. Give Jason a call.
I'd love it. Any sponsors?
Wait a minute. We're in Louisville. You need a bourbon guy. You need a distillery to sponsor.
Yeah, We are open to the idea of any sponsors.
Once they see the analytics from this weekend's views, they'll be knocking down your door like crazy. Sam Cooley looking to keep that lead and increase that lead. And he did. Actually went in Friday and took a tour of Old Forester, or Thursday.
Yeah.
You ever been through there?
Nope, I've heard of it.
Pretty cool place downtown there. Really cool place. A lot of history in that building. Justin Knowles, good shot.
He's just got an unbelievable look right now.
Keeping his foot on the back ahead of time. He's just not going to give him a chance to get back in it. Cooley a chance to really put some pressure on West. That's inside of target, and that ball laid off too. So that's the thing. They might have the track blown on a little bit. Well, not on this one yet, because this is the first game or second game on the fresh. But you see, there's some tug, and Tommy strikes again. But I think he knows he needs some help.
Yeah.
So we could just be a few frames away from our final match. Cooley's up 1-0, Knowles up 1-0, and they both have leads here over our future Hall of Famers, Malott and Jones. Got a pretty valid comment here. You know, what happened? Remember we were at Collins, we always had the barbecue.
We did. We did.
I remember that now. I forgot all about that. And Tommy, he's, well, another split. West still in it. He just dragged him out. How about that? How about that messenger?
So going back to the food question, it's something that we were working on. We had discussed it with the location here, and last year both the location and myself split the cost. I anticipated, or I had assumed we were doing the same thing. I said that I was more than happy to do that. For some reason that didn't work out this year.
That's all right.
But again, we've made a lot of notes for this season. You know, anything from the shot to continuing to streamline the event to our biggest concern for many of the players this year has been lane jumps. So we're going to work on a different pattern for lane jumps for next season instead of people routinely following one another. You know, when you get those bad crosses where you're following, you know, if you're following a great group of people, then the shot team seems to open up. You might cross and hit a pair that people have played it different, and it kind of ruins the line or ruins the shape for them. So, you know, we've had a lot of discussion about that. The food's another one. It's been something we've looked at. We'll look to see what we can work out for next season. Something that a lot of bowlers made me aware of that they enjoyed, and some of them didn't seem to be concerned. But, you know, we think everyone's feedback is valid, and we want to answer and address any of those questions that they have or anything that they'd like to see us fix or make better.
That's all we can ask for is keep adjusting and adapting and doing what the players and the entrants wanted. But Justin Knowles, he's going to advance in this championship. Chance to win his second Bradley Open. And Sam Cooley looking to do the same. So Wes Malott, he can still shoot 255. Sam can shoot 256. So Justin's in the finals. That's a gimme. He'll have 2 more frames to try to shoot 300 here in his semifinal match. But the important one right now is Wes and Sam. who is going to join Justin Knowles in the final. Of course, Justin Knowles, the champion here in 2017. That was a different center, correct? 2017.
It was the last year at Eastland in Lexington. Last year was the first year here at Kimball in Louisville, and this is our second season here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, kind of a weak 8 pin there. Well, Justin Knowles has it wrapped up. He's going to be in the championship match. But can he shoot the 4th 300 of the tournament? Well, that ball hooked way early. And still almost struck. So Sam goes spare, strike, spare. That's 226. The max for Wes Mott's 234. Two strikes and Sam advances.
Oh, wow.
That ball looked good all the way.
And it just didn't finish. That changes things a little bit.
Changes things a lot. I think just getting count here is important. Get 2 and punch out, that's 224. That would force West to double. Well, it would force West to strike at least his first shot in the 10th. So 2 and a punch in the 10th still forces a strike from Wes Malott. Justin and Tommy finishing up for making things official. Nice ball game, Justin Knowles. Nice job advancing. Looking for his second Bradley title. So he would be the first one to win in 2 different centers, obviously.
Yeah.
Because all the rest were at Eastland, correct?
They had some at Southland.
Oh, okay.
So that's what Danny Collins had informed me of. They had switched him.
It was way before your time.
Way back. But for everyone that I'm familiar with.
Oh, jeez. Oh, and now
that's a big change.
Yeah, that's it. Wes is gonna. I think that Sam can do.
Yeah,
Spare strikes 214.
Gonna have a rubber match.
Yeah,
there.
I guess he spares it. He forces West to mark still. So, got to go for it. Yeah, and of course, you know, Wes has to get on his 210 lane that he's left 3 times on there, so that's not quite over.
No,
got to make it. Got to make it. It's got a chance.
Oh, great.
How about
shot.
that?
Great shot.
Ice water in his veins. Sam Cooley. And this is important here too. A strike forces West to get a mark. We doing the math right? That's 214.
Mm-hmm.
West goes 9 out. It's 212.
Yes. It all depends on what this shot is here.
Yeah, so he just needs at least 9.
Mm-hmm. 9 to force a mark. There it is.
Okay. Well,
striker spare to win.
That's it. West is strike 3 of the 4 shots in this lane. He did leave a 210 in the 4th frame. He left 2 210 combos in the last game. Any kind of a mark here. And we'll go to game 3.
Looks decent. That's enough.
That's any kind of a mark right there. So we'll go to game 3 here in Cooley Malott. As West finishes here, so hang on just a second. We'll get into game 3 of the semifinal match. Find out who's going to take on Justin Knowles. Well, it's even up now. Game apiece. Semifinal match here. Cooley Malott. Find out who's going to take on Justin Knowles in the finals. And West starts out with a quick double. No surprise there. Cooley with opening spares. Sam flirted with a different ball there for a little bit, went back to the same one he's been thrown, and comes up light again. And we got Jason back here, and what an interesting finish that was, huh?
Yeah, that definitely different there. You know, first ball was big for Wes, and then to come back, and fortunately that Greek church didn't really mean anything in that last shot, and now it seems like Wes is lined back up, and Sam cannot get that ball to tilt and go through the pins the way he's looking for.
And what if this is just where Sam just, if he had a ball with fresh surface on it, because he was in 2 games real locked in, and
yeah,
he's just maybe getting that wiggle. Doesn't look like he's not throwing it any harder and not really missing his spot. We saw that shot on 26 that looked really good, and it just quit, just didn't do anything. But filling frames, keeping in it.
great shot.
But you get a guy like a Wes Millot, and you start giving him a little bit of life there, he's just gonna squish you.
Brian, this is not the final. This is the last game of the second semifinal.
Sam won the first game, Wes won the second, and here we are in game 3. First one to win 2, and Wes with a quick 4-bagger. Sam can still shoot 267, so it's far from over, but right now Wes seems to be getting comfortable. And that's the last thing that Sam wants to see.
This would be only his third 300 in the last 24 hours.
You calling it 4th frame?
No.
Okay. If you are, then I want those Mega Millions numbers for Tuesday, or whenever the drawing is. I have no idea. So Sam tried to get in and shape it a little bit, and the ball again, it just did nothing. Yeah, I think it's just soaked with oil.
Yeah, it just squirted through there. It didn't even look like it was going to finish.
He's going to have to go back to the ball he started with that bigger ball that he had over there. So on the right lane on lane 30 when he had that big game. It's got a little cleaner surface on it. And with that 5-3, a big hole now for Sam Cooley, as he was just a shot away from locking up the match, and now he's on life support. Momentum gets you every time.
Oh, it's that, and it's amazing. The reaction just seems like it's gone for Sam.
And that one started up a little early. He moved, squared up a little bit, and that one just checked early.
Yeah, he looked a little softer with that one too. I think he was trying to create his shape with a little bit softer speed, and then, like you said, he got inside and it went across the face.
Still been a pretty solid January for Sam Cooley. Making another show. Picked up a big win last fall there in the World Cup. And a 4th place finish here in the Bradley with this field. And we took out E.J. Tackett, defending champion, in the opening match. And, you know, being a shot away really from knocking Wes out here and bowling for the title. Yeah, not going to be a happy dinner, but a profitable weekend. And get to move on to the DOC on Tuesday.
First time here for Sam as well. You know, you've got that was a little ironic. You've got the 2 semifinalists here that have never bowled the Bradley before, and you got 2 former champions that were bowling each other on 29 and 30.
You know, Wes is being like that college team yesterday. You see that put up 200?
No, I did not.
So Wes is in command. He's got a 5-bagger. Sam can't find anything. And that college team, there was like 20 seconds to go, and they had 193. They start following the other team to get the ball back, and they end up scoring 200. That's what Wes is doing now. He's just, you know what? Hey, Sam, look, I got this under control, and I'm going to do that.
Oh, and
take that. Just take that dagger. And Sam's got to make a ball change. He's got to do something. Just going to do a much bigger ball now, bigger surface. And try to get something to read in that first 20 feet and just sit right there and not overreact. .230 is the max score for Sam Cooley.
Tapped him. Just didn't roll through the pins.
Well, we're just 4 frames away from our championship match here at the 40th Bradley Open. So how many have you been involved with, Jason?
This is my, let's see.
You back to McClellan?
Nope. Well, the first one for me was Lambert, so 13. 2013, so
this is number 7 for you.
7, yep. Yeah, the first one I had the title of tournament director. It was more so a, learning process and seeing how everything went. I'd say I really had it all to run the following year when Tommy won. But it's been a great experience. Running the event and being a tournament director is fantastic. Owning and operating the event gives a whole new spin on it. So,
sure.
Hopefully it continues to grow. I feel like everything's gone pretty well this weekend. Everyone seems happy. If they haven't been, they've been super encouraging and giving constructive criticism, which we always like to hear. Having yourself back has been fun.
It was. I enjoyed it. It's a couple years out, but it was good to be back here. And, actually we had a great show Friday night, one of the best finals I've seen, I've been involved with. Been a great tournament here all week. We've got a good championship match coming up next, though. No doubt about it. Justin Knowles looking for his 2nd title here. Wes looking for his 1st. Geez, thanks for coming. Welcome to my world. I'm Wes Malott. But, Saturday at the Bradley, it's a long day, right? And that's that's part of what makes it the Bradley, right? It's always been like that. It's always been a long day. It's always been a grind. The scores were higher, but so what? You still had to get the number, whatever it was. And that's what the players show up for, is they know coming in that it's going to be a long day. And, hey, that's just the way it goes. Good chunk of change on the line, a lot of side action, and a chance to make some money. So get out here and earn it. Yeah. And that's what's going to happen is whoever wins this next match, they're going to earn it, right? This wasn't just a 5-game sweeper. What was it? You had 5-game qualifier, the 6-game advances round, the 6-game casters round. That's 6, 12, 17 games. and then a couple matches. So you're 20-plus games to win this and to win, the $12,000 first place prize.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people could they'll make comments about the shape of the shot this weekend and being different. At the end of the day, 185, 190 guys shoot up, got out there, threw shots, that to continue to get the ball in front of themselves, make good speed-controlled decisions, change balls, read the lanes, follow lane jumps, and you've got two guys that are going to end up being the best two for the weekend that have made the best choices. That's all you can ask for in any tournament that you get into, no matter if you're bowling on a modified house shot, sport pattern, kegel pattern, the pattern here today. I'd say you've got just as good of odds of picking the final two in a NCAA bracket for March Madness as you did for the picks for this weekend. So, you've got some phenomenal players that made the top 8. You've equally got phenomenal players that didn't make it to this morning. And it just shows you the caliber of the players, what they've went through, and the shot they've had to navigate. So, it's always awesome to watch and watch it unfold how it does.
So Westmoreland in the front 8. Make it 9. He just rewritten the record books here to Brad, looking for his third 300 of the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody thinks that the shot's going to be easy next year? Yeah. No.
No.
Not. Wes is gonna ruin the high scoring here at the Bradley in just a couple of games. But you know what? He's throwing it good. Obviously, he's on his game right now. Be great to see what Wes can do in the TOC. He looks good. He's lost some weight. Obviously, he's in shape. He's throwing the ball good right now. Front 9 looking for 10. And here he picked up the $1,000 bonus for the first 300 in the tournament.
Yes, he did. Fortunately for us, it's not 1,000 for each 300.
Yeah, fortunately. Yeah. Yes, that's definitely a good thing there.
We had joked earlier, said, maybe it's a half refund for each 300 that you shoot. I don't think that would go too well.
Yeah, if you invite Wes back, you just got to make it $50 per 300.
Yeah.
The way
I
he's
mean,
going.
This may have kind of blown my chances of sponsor
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, you're not going to get that insurance policy on 300 next year.
No, I don't think so.
Not happening. Well,
they would have to come and check and inspect the lane machine with a certified expert.
Front 11 looking for his third 300 tournament. Of course, we can have some fun with it. Wes advances to take on Justin Knowles. Justin looking for his second title here at the Bradley Open. Wes one shot away from making it official. Can he get his third 300 of the year? I like his chances, or of the tournament. I definitely like his chances, but we'll have just a very short break as Sam will finish things up, and we'll get cameras moved, get things set, get the players practiced and ready.
It's ridiculous.
I think Bob Lerner might have to give up that nickname of Mr. 300 because right now it's Wes Malott, number 3 of the tournament. Are you kidding me? When was the last time there was one?
Oh, a couple years ago. It was Brandon Novak.
Unreal.
And the year before that, it was Brian Himmler that had shot 300. So we've had, including Wes's 3 today.
And Smallwood's 1.
And Smallwood's 1. We've just had now 6 300s in the last decade.
Unreal. All right, short break. Championship match coming up next here at the Bradley. Wes Malott, Justin Knowles. Here in just a couple minutes live on Bullstream TV. Don't go anywhere. Take this minute to share this on social media. Refill your beverages. Get ready for more action. It's coming your way here in just a second. All right, back on fresh championship match here at the Bradley Open. Give me just a second. We'll get all the cameras fixed properly how we need them. Justin Knoll starting things out, and he strikes. Why not? He's been doing a lot of that so far this weekend. Of course, he won this event a couple years ago, looking for a second title. Wes Malott, who's dominating the event today with 3 300s. 2 of them today, 1 of them yesterday. Making this event his so far here this weekend. That's not liking that shot, but, well, I guess when it's working, right? Early on, both players striking. So I'd say it's an even match. Yeah, this is 2 out of 3. It's not one and done. Got to win 2 again, just like every other round here in this event. West tripping the 4-9 out. Get you some of that. Made some super quick camera adjustments. Try to get you a couple long lane level shots of what these players are doing. And Jason's back here for the championship match. And here we are. This is what we've been working for the last couple days, or for you since last year. Final match here, championship match at the 40th annual event.
210. I guess we should be picking like lotto numbers because I unwittingly called the 300 last game.
You did in the 4th frame. You did indeed. That's.
I don't know if that was intentional.
Well, I tried calling the one for Tommy because he looked like he had it figured out and then just lost it. So.
And Justin looks like he's got a great look here. I just tilted.
Tell you what, he's been able to create room down lane that no one else has been able to do today. We've seen it the last match. We're seeing it again here. I mean, it's just like you get your feet in the right spot and you get the release working where you want, and he's creating room down at, past 40 feet.
Yeah.
Justin Knowles is from northern Michigan. Lives in Kalamazoo now, but grew up in northern Michigan. Bowled a ton up there. There wasn't a lot to bowl up there, so he moved south. So he could get some more reps in, and it's proven very fruitful for him in his bowling career now. Look at that shot. That ball checked early.
Yeah.
And laid off. Or he'll have one go longer and still tip harder. So he's got it. He's got it working now. Keeping those camera guys out on the lanes busy now. And you see, it doesn't matter where you put the cameras. Wes is just too tall. Gets us every time.
Back on it there. That's another one. Oh. That makes things a little bit more interesting. Is that what, 256?
Yeah, 256. Wes can still shoot. I wouldn't have been surprised to see him make it with all the splits we've seen picked up this weekend. That wouldn't have shocked me at all. I mean, we've seen everything but the 4.6. I mean, we've seen the 7.10, we've seen 4.9s, 9.7s, 2.10s, 2.4.10s, 2.4.8.10s.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That sound guy in the truck's got to get on his game a little better.
Yeah, possible 256 to 266. Ball went right through the pins.
Squeaky wheel on a bowling bag.
cleared it.
Another reminder, be positive in the chat or you're gone. Simple as that. We can block it, shut it off, get rid of it. Use that to promote the sport. And enjoy the show. Name of the game is knock down the pins anywhere you can. Simple as that. One-handed, two-handed, kick it. I'm looking forward to wheelchair ball in a couple more years. Just give me a ramp. You know what? Any way you can do it. It's the name of the game.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I think that's always a controversial topic of whether two-handed is fair or this is fair or that is fair. I mean, to me, everyone throws the ball. Everyone has an opportunity to knock down the pins. You know, here watching this event, we haven't had a ton of two-handers win it. You know, I believe that Justin's one of the only ones. You know, if you look down the list. So.
Tony Lambert?
Yeah, Lambert. There you go. Two two-handers. You know, but you look at the remaining list and EJ, Brandon, Tommy, Smallwood, McClelland, Fair, you know, Dennis, Wallachek. You know, you read down those lists and they all compete. They all shoe up. Great shot again. I've got two kids that bowl, and one of them's a two-handed lefty, and the other one's a one-handed righty. So you know they both play the game. They both get up and want to bowl and win each time that they go and participate. And I think that's like everybody else. So you know, I think everyone's entitled to their opinion. I appreciate people's views. You know, I appreciate everyone's opinions on it. For me personally, I think that everyone has an equal opportunity to win any event that they step into, and we've seen that all across the board in events all year long. So
I think Wes is going to tip the lane man on lane 27. That's back-to-back shots he was completely disgusted with, but they both struck.
Yeah, and he's definitely played himself into this.
Oh, yeah, 256. He's going to, I mean, another strike he forces Justin to double, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he would have to double. It's close. Great shot.
Again, what we were saying earlier, regardless of scoring pace, there's been great matches. You got to get up and make shots, perform in the 10th. Whether it's 250 or 150, you still got to make the shots.
Yeah.
And we're seeing Wes put pressure on guys. He did it in that roll-off against Zach Wilkins, through all four in the 9th, 10th roll-off.
Yeah, and that was awesome. You know, this every shot, and you know, it was for the match, but it could have gone to another one easily. You just plow through all four strikes. And there's another one. I mean, that's ice cold right there.
Hall of Fame right there. That's what that is. Well, Justin Knowles, you want to win this game, you know what you got to do. Got to throw two.
Yep. Yep. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's got to be.
And strike 9 spares 255, so there's really no chance of a tie.
Yep. You know, just one at a time here.
Can't ask for a better opening match. Again, it's 2 out of 3. This isn't one and done. You have to win 2 games. And who's going to win this first one? Justin?
No, this was.
Wes goes up 1-0.
You know, and if you would have looked at it through the first 6 frames, that may not have been your guess.
No, not at all. Yeah, if you could have laid money in after frame 5.
Yep.
I'm not sure how many people would have put money on Wes for this game.
Yeah, I mean, especially how Justin bowled last game against Tommy. I mean, and he started the same way. Cleaned it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Going to game 2. West is up 1-0. West Malott, Justin Knowles, championship match. Best 2 out of 3 here at the 40th Bradley. Craig Elliott here with Ballstream TV with our tournament director, Jason Ushwal, on the call here. West wins this one. He wins the tournament.
Yep.
Justin wins. He's got a chance to win his second Bradley Open. He won it in 2017, and looking to do again here in 2019. But he's got a big guy standing in his way there in West Malott, Pflugerville, the big Texan, who's made this this center his own this weekend with 3 300s so far in this tournament for West.
I can
No, you hate it when I say that.
I can only laugh about it.
You just cringe every time I say that, because this tournament is not known for big scores or big numbers like that. But nobody told Wes.
Great shot
He's just
again.
gonna keep striking. Why would he stop? No reason to. And as we're getting into game 2, let's everybody go here one more time. Let's hit those share buttons. Get this out there. We've got great numbers now. We hit the 4-digit plus mark for a little while. Let's get past up there, see how far we can get it. Promote this event. Show our sponsors the value of what having the stream is about. New Center Consulting, Motive, Classic, and Big 4. And all the other people involved in making this event happen.
Yeah, and again, I want to give them all a shout out for everything that they've done. Glenn Hartshorn with New Center Consulting has been ever present in this event ever since I took it over. Super supportive, personally and with the project, with revitalizing the Bradley. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to make it down this year. He had surgery recently, so I'm wishing him a speedy recovery and hope to see him soon. But all of his support, like I said, with the event. And any questions I've ever had have been always helpful. He's a great friend to me, and I've appreciated his support. Classic Products, Sarah French has been fantastic. I couldn't ask for any better support. Came down this weekend. I always love to see the sponsors in the building when they have the ability to be here and availability. She was here on Friday. She was here on Saturday. Really enjoyed the event. Gave some great feedback, making notes for next season. So Sarah's been an absolute pleasure to work with. And I'm looking forward to working with her again this next season. Motive Bowling this year. Scott Hewitt, Brett Spangler, they've been massively supportive, the entire Motive team and family. They've been a great help this season, working through everything. And it's only the beginning for that partnership. So I've got ideas to talk to Scott about this week. Pick Brett's brain a little bit. Any of the other Motive staffers as well that have given input, feedback, and attended this weekend, along with everyone else who's been bowling. And then Big 4 Sox were here this week. Set up the table, great products. A lot of guys and ladies are using and utilizing their stuff. So definitely check them out. And we have links to all of our sponsors on our webpage. The Bowler Solution Pro Shop here at Ken Bowl. They also have a location at Dixie Bowl. Phil Vance has been super supportive. Had the shop open for everybody. Keen advocate for bowling. So, I've appreciated his support as well. Carter family for hosting. It's been great. And then this is the 40th anniversary, so there's a lot of people that helped make this event possible beforehand. Everyone that's sponsored and affiliated this year is fantastic, but, the Collins family hosted for 38 years, so without them continuing the legacy of the event beforehand, it wouldn't be here now.
I remember a gentleman, the first thing I did, who had bowled every Bradley up to that point. Is he still around?
Who's that?
Remember who that is? I'm drawing a blank on his name, but there was somebody that bowled that one year who'd bowled every Bradley tournament that they had up to that point.
I would have to look back and see. I'm not sure who that might be. There's been a couple.
I know he wasn't here this year, obviously. I can't think of his name at the.
Yeah, I definitely have to look that up. I'm not sure. There's been quite a few people that have attended. A lot of them. Tony Lambert's actually bowled. This is, I think he said it's 26 or 27.
I think 26 is what he told me. Yeah, there's a couple of guys that are in their 20s, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean Brian Himmerler, Chief was back this year. It's always great to see Himmler here. I mean, he's always been an ever-present in the event. So it was great to see him back, and I know that Chiefs bowled quite a few. Tommy's in there for quite a few now. You know, there's just a long list that I have come back on an annual basis. So it's neat to see the guys that have been here and participated for the years through the centers. Yeah. I see Glenn's comment back here. What time of the year do you put the dates out for the 2020 Bradley? Glenn, we made a little bit of a date change this year with the PBA schedule changing on Fox.
It's fourth frame. Wes got front four. You gonna?
Yeah, why not? 4 for 4. Why not? Why not give me something to cry about when I go home? You know, maybe I could have some tears of oil to put on the lanes. But going back to Glenn's comment, yeah, we made a little bit of a date change. Prototypically, the Bradley is always in the second or on the second weekend of January. With the date change with the PBA for Fox, we communicated with the PBA office. They were extremely accommodating and helpful with what we've been working on. They're familiar with the event and everyone's desire to participate. So we worked with them. They gave us some dates that would not conflict with their upcoming schedule, and we will probably look to continue hosting the 2020 Bradley and the years after, more than likely on Super Bowl weekend. So I mean that's what we'd be looking for right now. So I think the easiest thing is Super Bowl's always the first weekend of February, isn't it?
Right. Yep. It's always first weekend, February.
Yep. So I mean, you know, if we hypothetically look at the dates now, that's what we would look for. So anyone that is interested in the 2020 Bradley Open, will probably take a brief break, maybe 7 to 10 days before starting on it again. Almost a great cover there by Wes.
All right, Wes is up 1-0 in a big comeback that last game. Shoots 256 to sneak out the win. Justin Knowles now with an opportunity after that 2-4-8-10 from Wes. And this shows you, even though scores are up, how tight it is. You miss a little bit and you pay an ultimate price.
Definitely. Like we've said all weekend with the Bradley, it definitely still puts a premium on making a good shot. You've got to make a good shot. You know, we've seen some good breaks today. You know, we've seen a good break by EJ and a couple by Sam, and
It happens all the time.
Yeah, exactly. But ultimately, these guys are here because they've made a majority of great shots all week.
Again, we mentioned it's 20-plus games to get to this point to have a chance to win this title over the last, well, what did we start at 9 o'clock yesterday? 8 o'clock yesterday.
8:30 a.m. yesterday. Yeah. Yep. It's been some long hours. It's definitely been a grind.
And these players are earning what's coming to them right here. Sam Cooley, good finish, the 3-4 spot along with Tommy Jones. With what Wes has done this weekend, it just feels like it's his tournament to lose. I mean, he's up 1-0. You know, still in command here. But he's figured this center out, and Justin Knowles realizes he's got some work to do. Go lane level again. Get a look at the footwork and watch his ball roll.
Looks good. Just didn't finish. It reminds me a little bit of Sam last game.
Yeah.
You know, he had a really great look game 1. Going into game 2. Comes into game 3 and the ball just stopped finishing for him. And it kind of looks like what Justin is experiencing right now.
He's not only bowling, he's providing his own commentary. He knew he missed it immediately off his hand. Puts him down 18. 28 with a strike. Wes a chance to take a commanding lead here in what could be the championship game in this championship match. Best of 3. Wes is up 1-0.
Tapped it out.
I think we got our answer on that gentleman I was trying to think of. Billy Carruthers is who I was trying to think of. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Old 30-plus Bradley Opens.
Yeah. I actually don't think Billy even bowled the last Bradley at Eastland. I'm pretty sure he didn't bowl in 2017. But he has not participated here in Louisville for the first 2 years of it being here.
A lot of pin action.
Yeah.
That 6-pin went, but it blocked something getting after the 10 as well. Look a little bit faster on that one, a little firmer.
Ron asked, what did I give away for the 300 this year? The first 300, which was, of course, bowled by Wes and his 2 others, was $1,000. Like I joked with Craig earlier, I think the possibility of an insurance company covering the
Not existent now.
300s is probably blown out of the water for a little while until we resolve the shot.
Well, we got to hope Sarah French isn't watching the Classic. Maybe she'll help with that. But I'm guessing she's watching and she knows what's going on here. But yeah, that's Wes Malott. You know what? He's done this before. He knows how to play this game called bowling. Justin Knowles has won this event in
Taps.
that's
7-10.
wow.
Wow.
That's just about going to do it.
And you know what? I haven't seen a ton of those this weekend.
Yeah, it's been a couple. Sam Cooley left one. Michael Hallman left one and made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just been a couple down here. That puts max score 215 for Justin Knowles if he strikes out.
Yep.
And Wes is pacing 214 if he just goes spare strike all the way out. So Justin
has to sheet.
Yeah, he needs a sheet and force a double from Wes somewhere in the last 3 frames. And like you said, Jason, you know, if we'd have asked a question after frame 5 of game 1, nobody would have picked what we're seeing right here.
No.
But you know what? That's why you bowl the game. That's what makes the format interesting. 2 out of 3. Momentum is huge in these type of formats.
Yep, I agree. Great shot.
And that didn't look a whole lot different than the last one.
No, it just seemed to go through the pins a lot better. I mean, there might have been a little bit of a deviation in ball speed to get it tilt a little, but it looked extremely similar. Great shot.
Well, in all the tournaments Wes has won, obviously this is one of his biggest ones. He's got U.S. Open titles, but he knows the 20-plus games he bowled this week, the different variations of the pattern, the grind he went through. One to roll off. This is gonna be up there. This one he'll remember for a while. Why not? It's a Bradley Open. This is one of the most coveted titles here in the Midwest and has been for, better part of 4 decades. I remember hearing about this tournament when I was a young kid growing up in Michigan. Everybody talked about the Bradley and how tough it was.
Maybe one of these years the weather will play nice with us, and we can see a completely full field.
Well, if you want to move the Bradley to like Orlando or something, or maybe San Diego, tougher to get entries, but you know, that'll help your weather. San Diego will help your weather. Actually, we had somebody watching in San Diego yesterday. It was raining. It never rains there, so maybe that's not the right choice.
I'd take rain over snow and ice.
Yeah. It was. I know the Saturday morning, yesterday morning. By the time I got here, the windows finally de-iced. Justin Knowles looking for his second title. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. But, you know, yeah, not happy with the result now, but can't be disappointed with his finish. He understands what it's like to win this event, but to come up short a couple years after winning it, it's going to sting for a couple days.
Yeah, of course.
But,
you know, Justin's a quality player.
It's Wes Malott, too, and look what Wes has done this weekend. So, you know.
I was waiting for you to prompt me and remind me that it was 3 300s one more time.
Oh, Wes did? No kidding. I almost forgot.
I'll have that tattooed on my brain.
Yeah. No, you're just going to have to get Wes Malott tattooed right across your back.
Have it engraved on the trophy for next year.
You know, in Portland, Maine, they get a brick for a 300, so maybe we can start a tradition here at the Bradley.
Hopefully not.
And Justin knows, of course they're going to start falling. Get out of there. Just knock them all over. Well, it's going to be officially official here once the 10th frame is done. But Wes Malott is going to be our Bradley Open champion here for 2019.
Oh, why not tap it out to finish?
Let's do a quick check and trophy here. Wes Malott's our champion, $12,000, 40th annual. Bradley Open. $6,000 for second, $12,000 for first. Again, yeah, not a bad weekend for Justin, but you know, it's just gonna kind of sting a little. He only wanted to win this one more time. A few people here watching, so you know what? Hang on, let's watch Check and Trophy. Let's hear a couple words from Wes. Next up on Bowlstream TV, hey, before you go, don't go yet. Hey, come on, stick around. Stick around, watch Check and Trophy. But make sure you become a subscriber of the page here. Next live event, first weekend, first Sunday there in March, the Wisconsin High School Bowling Championships. And that's going to be 4 hours of just pure craziness and intensity. Jam-packed bowling center up there in Green Bay at a Schwabenau Bowling Center. I'll be there covering it live with Jesse Nelson. And Liz Johnson is going to be joining us for that show. So make sure you join us there. It's going to be a good time. Bowlstream TV on Facebook, like that. And we're going to do the Check and Trophy here right about now. We'll get our tournament director, Jason, out there. Looks like a nice crystal trophy.
You
There we
got
go.
me there, Craig?
Yep, it's all you, Jason.
Perfect.
Jason Newswell, director.
I want to congratulate Wes. Appreciate you coming out this weekend. Awesome bowling. Not so happy about the 3-300s on the typically tough pattern, but I appreciate you making it look easy. And want to award you your check, trophy, and hope to see you back next season. So if you can give me some comments, what you thought, any feedback for the weekend.
Absolutely, Jason. First of all, thank you, and to you, your staff. Thanks to Kimball for hosting the event, for putting on a great event. One of the best tournaments as far as how it's ran, with the competition that you bring up from all over the country, the world. You had Sam Cooley from Australia. I know we got the PBA coming up next week, but still, to be able to attract all those guys, obviously you do something right. So thank you to that. As far as me personally, this is a pretty big hill that I've climbed over the last few years. I've been working on my weight. I got pretty big. It's easy to lose track of that. So doing some work on that, and obviously, on the lanes as well, and battling a lot of adversity and stuff like that and overcoming it. It just seems like there was always something that was coming up week in, week out, and just couldn't get over the hill. So this is a huge step for me. It's a big year on the PBA Tour for me, and hopefully this is one of those stepping stones to get back in the winner's circle out there on the PBA Tour. So I'm a little choked up right now and emotional, but that's what I got. So thanks again for hosting a great event, Craig for coming out and streaming it for all you guys and everybody watching as well. So thanks again for everything.
Again, awesome, absolutely awesome to have you here. Great shooting all weekend. Personal pleasure of mine to see you here at the event. It's always great to see all of you guys come out and compete, and appreciate the kind words. Hope to see you back next season, and obviously best of luck on the tour this season. So let me hand you your check here and the trophy for the 2019 championship. So thanks a lot.
All right, there you go.
Now that I have the check and trophy in my hand, I also have to thank all the people that are behind me. My family, friends, they know who they are. I greatly appreciate the support. I've already got texts coming in congratulating me and supporting me throughout the week, and I can't thank them enough. I also have to thank, obviously, Vice, Dexter, and especially Rotogrip for providing me with the products. Couldn't be able to do it. I got lucky today. I struggled a little bit yesterday and made a ball change this morning, and was able to bowl well, really, really well all day. So I have to thank those guys for providing me with that stuff. So, again, thanks.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, Wes.
So, yes, appreciate it.
All right, there we go. Our champion, Wes Malott. Another word from Jason.
And we have our runner-up this year, Justin Knowles. Second trip to the final. A little short this year. Cruised through the opening rounds pretty well. Looks like the ball had a little bit of trouble in the end, but awesome shot making, fantastic bowling. Awesome to see you back in the title match. Always a pleasure to have you here. Thoughts for the weekend for the tournament?
I didn't expect the gutter to hook, so I played like a zone right of it the first squad of qualifying, and it just never looked good. I went 120 over. Just kind of on a whim, tried the gutter, it hooked, and that's something I love to do, so it really helped out that I got to play that. This pair definitely played a little bit tighter. I think sitting a little bit didn't help it for me at all, but could have won the first game, 7-pin, so can't be too mad about that.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for me. This weekend it was not our intention to have as much hook. You've been here, you've done it before, you saw what it was like at Eastland. Most people are normally used to the Bradley kind of making their ball look straight no matter what they do. So definitely different for us. But again, man, you had a premium on great shots all weekend. Looked fantastic out there, cruising. Just a couple of unfortunate breaks at the end. But like normal, always a pleasure to watch. Fantastic to have you here. Always wish to have you back, and wishing you the best through the season as well. So I have a runner-up trophy for you to add to your winners one. And a check there for you as well. So anyone else that you wanted to thank like Wes?
Yeah, definitely. Hammer, Turbo, Bowler X, Genesis, Family Affair Customs, you guys are great. Thanks for everything. It's been a pretty good 2019, so I think this is my year. So it's going to just keep working and hope something turns out and I can get some wins. We'll see.
That sounds great. We're wishing him the best. Thanks a lot, Justin. Thanks a lot.
All right, Justin Knowles, runner-up.
Just finishing up for me, I want to thank Craig. I want to thank the entire team that helped me this year, my wife and kids, everyone that supported. Craig's been super great to have back. The center's been fantastic. Field has been phenomenal. We've seen a lot of great bowling all weekend, and we're already working on something new for next season. So we appreciate everybody, and I guess that's a wrap for the 2019 Bradley Open.
All right, thanks, Jason. Everybody else here. Great event. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Tune in a couple weeks for the Wisconsin High School, and maybe back here next year for the 41st Bradley. Have a great evening. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We're out.